Hey everyone, it's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 16, episode 1. So brand new season. Let me clip on my awesome microphone. The only problem with this microphone is that it plugs into my phone in the lightning port with an adapter because it actually has like a pokey, microphone, a headphone jack thing. And so my phone's not fully charged, but I needed to unplug the charging thing. Although I do have the kind of charging thing that I can lean it against too, the magnetic one, but I have it in my stand right now. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So how are you guys? What's new with you? How has your week been? I had to listen back to my rambling hour from last week. First of all, obviously usually I take a week off for a break, but I'm going to use that for on the 22nd when I go to the Crime Con, just in case I can't do my podcast for some reason. So that's on the 22nd, Sunday the 22nd of September. Anyways, so I obviously did not take a break, but I had to listen back to last week to see. I was like, I'm sure I said something about doing something this week, but I couldn't remember what it was. And what it was sitting in front of the axolotls. So the tanks there, only one of them's out of the, they like to hide in caves. So 2 of them are hiding right now. One of them's out. I'm going to bring you over there and show you them. I might be able to zoom in, but I'm going to feed them as well. So I think my cord will reach and I'll zoom in a little bit. Oh, shoot. No, what did I need to do that either? Hang on. There we go. I thought I could, oh yeah, there, I can zoom in. Yeah, because that's what you want to see is me really zoomed in. So there, that should be good. And then I'll move out of the way. And okay, so you can see this is Gaia right here. This is the biggest one. That's Gaia means Earth. And Soleil, which is sun, is the pink one that you'll see. And Luna is the smaller one that looks similar to this one that's hiding in the cave. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to feed them and see if they come out, and then I might bring you even closer if you want. But this is what axolotls are. What they are is it's a type of salamander that's always in its juvenile state. So it has like gills, but it has feet too. But it stays in this juvenile state, so it's very soft, and it needs to stay in water for its life because it doesn't what am I saying? Because like other salamanders, if they grow to their fully adult stage, like their form, then they can go on land as well. But because these guys, their bodies stay in a juvenile type of state, they have to stay in water. So I want to build them. I have these cave things that I want to order from the States and stuff they'll be higher, so that they can go into the caves and the sand will be higher, so and more stuff. And I have live plants in here now. That one, and this grass looking thing, that's all live. The one back there isn't. The only problem is when I put these live plants in, they come in this, if I would have known I would have taken it off, but it's like a foam, this yellow foamy stuff, which I don't know if it's biodegradable or not, and some of it's pulled away while I was putting them in, and I don't want these guys to try and eat it and they'll choke on it, so I need to try and take as much of it out as I can. I didn't do that before right now because I didn't want to murk up all the water while you guys were watching. So I don't know if you can see the little pellets that I put on the bottom. That's their food right now while they're juvenile. Well, they actually, as adults, they can eat pellets as well, but it'll just be a different type of pellet. So I'll bring you closer to... So this is Gaia. I'm trying to watch what I'm showing you, but you're backwards, so bear with me if... That's Gaia. And the gills and stuff and fins, things, whatever the things are on their head are really cool when they move them. So I think my light might shine into the cave. You can't... Where am I? Grass. That's the cave that the other 2 are in, but you can see a tail moving. I was hoping that they would come out from the food. I don't want to poke around in there, to bug them. Plus, even if I poke around in there, it might make everything murky, so I don't want to do that. But they might come out with the food out, so we'll wait and see if they come out. All right, let's get on with rambling hour while we wait to see if they come out of the cave. Oh, otherwise, I'll put a picture in the bottom. I mean, on the comments later. Why can't I? There we go. Zoom back out. There we go. So how far do I want to put you away? My light's really bright. I don't know if I want to turn it down or not. But, so what is new? What's happening? I didn't know what to make today's episode about besides axolotls. However, I was listening to different podcasts, as I do, and one of the podcasts was talking about, they were introducing themselves, even though it's someone I've listened to for a few years. I've gone back to the beginning to listen to the first episodes, and then they were talking about their story and themselves, and I thought about the fact that this is usually just to update my friends and family on what's new and what's happening, but for people who don't know what this is about or have never tuned in before, then I'm like, should I do an episode just basically introducing myself and who I am and what I'm about? So that's one idea. And then the other thing I was listening to, like, it was about ghost stories and stuff. So I thought about doing that too, not just ghost stories, but my progression to where I am now with my ghost encounters or paranormal encounters and why I became a believer, or, well, I guess I was always a believer, but, you know, what's convinced me and how I came to the point I'm at. So that's what I'm going to do next Sunday. So today's the 8th. Next Sunday is 7 plus 8 is 15. So the 15th. So that's what I'm going to do next week, is tell you my supernatural journey to where I am now. Also, I want to say happy birthday to my big sister Melody. She is 50 today, 50. So that's really, really cool and exciting milestone for her. But it just reminds me that I'm not very far behind her. So happy birthday to Melody. Also, my little sister Amber, who's 41 today. Happy birthday to her. And then I have a few friends, Leah and Henry and others who have their birthday as well today. So happy birthday to all of them. But I need to call my sister Melody and wish her a happy birthday, because I haven't talked to her yet. So I don't know if my mom and sisters will be tuning in today, just because it is my sister's birthday and it is only the afternoon there. So they're probably, I saw that my nephew just posted that they are celebrating my sister's birthday at my other sister's house. So they might be there right now, and that's fine. But I just want her to know happy birthday. I didn't forget. I just haven't called you yet. So, which is no excuse, because here it's like after 8 o'clock at night. So I should have already called you. I've worn this outfit before, but I'm wearing it again. It's fine. It says Lazy Days. Not a care in the world. And it matches. No, it doesn't really match, but I use it with, wait, that's the wrong side. With these sweatpants that say Relaxing Sunday. Because it's Sunday, because I wanted to just wear whatever was comfortable. And also, I'm on my Lady Days, and it's really just checking on if they came out of the cave yet. Just really uncomfortable and very, like, crampy. Like, I'm just in pain. So I have taken painkillers, but there's only so much you can do if they don't work, right? You guys will be able to see, because it's that cave right there, so you'll be able to see if the axolotls come out. But I also have different things for if I, didn't know what I was doing. So I have this, which is all just random words. If I lose my train of thought or can't think of anything to talk about, I have the death deck if I need an idea for a question, but we'll do that closer to the end. And instead of my good old pop, I am using my same gin glass. Who was I talking about? Oh, Auntie Joni. This is the shape of a gin glass. So it has a stem and a bottom, but it's like bigger than a wine glass. I guess it does look similar to like a huge wine glass, but yeah, this is a gin glass, and I don't really drink, and I definitely don't drink gin, but I like gin glasses. Usually I have pop in here every week, as most of you know, but today it's ice and water. Water. Just because I'm in pain and I don't feel like anything right now. I just want to climb in bed with my heating blanket on my tummy. But water. Also, so You guys know I have the plunge pool that I built specifically to plunge into, and it shows that it's only been a year since I built it. The weather isn't really warm enough right now to like really enjoy it, but again, I'm on my lady days as well. However, also with us being gone for the summer, all was fine when I got back, besides the fact that the filter wasn't on for most of the summer while we were gone, because I didn't want Thomas to have to, our son, to have to deal with the maintenance of it. So I didn't have the filter on. I haven't done the bog filter yet. That's another project, to build the bog filter. And when I finally got home, I put the filter on, and it's like made in this big planter that I used to make a homemade filter, and it fell in. So I think I told you guys this last week, that all of the grossness that it had filtered out of the pond, it fell into the pond. So all that grossness that had filtered out obviously could get back into the pond. So it's not as clean as I want it to be. However, on Friday, the temperature was in the 20s. Yay, for one day. And I decided that day just to jump in to, yeah, I gave myself fireworks. I decided to jump into the plunge pool, which is what it's for. Couldn't jump all the way to the bottom because of the big, like it's a big planter. I took a video of myself jumping in. Unfortunately, the way I had the camera, it got me jumping in, but it didn't get the filter thing that I lifted out. But you do see me struggling because it's like heavy with water like that. Anyways, it has little pinholes in it that are leaking, so I'm going to have to change. Oh yeah, so I did on Friday, but yeah, I'm going to have to change the, I'm going to have to make a new one until I get the bog filter made anyway. So my point is, the plunge pool is not as clean as I want it to be for me to be plunging in every day right now. The weather's not that great either, and I'm not used to the water temperature. I forgot to check the thermometer in there, but let me tell you, it was cold. So I did do a video, and it is kind of funny because I jump in, like not going in slowly or anything, not dipping my feet in first to see the temperature. I just jumped in. I knew that I might go into shock, so when I come back up, I'm like, okay, all right, just breathe. It's cold. Okay, breathe. And then like you get used to it a little bit, like, but I knew it was going to be cold initially, and it was. However, when I saw myself jump into the plunge pool, what I noticed, and again, love who you are, be happy with who you are, and it doesn't matter what size you are, but I didn't like what I saw size-wise, especially when I know that I was doing so good, you know, a couple of years ago and stuff like that. And I know that I was going to get back onto the working out and everything else anyways. So that was like my final, like, kind of straw type thing. When I saw myself jump in, I thought, that's not how I want to look when I see myself. So I'm back on that, hence the water as well. So I've been getting more active in the garden and everything, trying to get everything cleaned up and stuff, but there's no excuses. Like, when you want to do something, you can use all the excuses in the world. Every day you'll have an excuse, but when you really want something, you stop at the excuses and you just get it done. So look out for me in this next week to be starting my workouts again. I might talk about them on my lives just because, you know, I'm updating people on my life, but I'm not going to focus hours about talking about it or anything. Maybe just when I hit milestones or progression or whatever. But how I do my daily posts online, I think it's Fridays is friends. So is it Thursday that's fitness? One of the days in the week it's like fitness, is because it's the 5 F's. So family, friends, faith, family, friends, finance, and fitness. And so that day, that is my fitness day. That's when I'll do updates and stuff about where I'm at and if I've made it through another week of working out, yada, yada. So I was actually going to start today, and there's nothing but excuses, but I didn't. Like I said, again, we can have excuses every time, but my cramps are really hurting. I did get stuff done today. I've made my to-do list. I am getting motivated and ready, and we know that once I start something, I'll keep up with it. So I have to give myself credit for that too. Like, not only doing these lives every Sunday, but even doing my daily posts, doing my daily affirmations, like, my gardening posts. Like, I really, it's funny because I hate commitment in some ways, because it's like, commitment is committed work. Like, it's work, and then you got to do it because you've committed to it, especially if you like to follow through like I do. But at the same time, once I'm committed to something, I'm committed and I keep it up. I don't, let it go. So, Yeah. So the other thing that I thought about talking about today is, so I've told you guys about Witch Casket before. It's like a daily, like, and our other son used to get like once a month. I mean, he might still get them, but he doesn't live here anymore. It's called a loot box, and it would be just a box with like that would come in the mail, and it would have a bunch, like it might have a T-shirt in and some stickers and just different things that he was interested in. Well, I get the Witch Casket, which is like a loot box, but for, you know, witchy stuff and all that kind of spiritual stuff. And so I have 3 that are sitting here, and I thought about going through them with you guys just for something to do. And because I've already like opened them and looked through them once, but this is the last 3 months, which is June, July, and August, because July and August I was in Canada when they came, and June was still in our office. I hadn't put it away with the other things. The other thing is that I want to show you, I wanted to order this like maybe even for 2 years. Definitely last year I wanted to order it, but it was £50, which is a lot of money to put into one thing for the kitchen like this. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. But it did go down in price, so it was less than £50. It says American made. It's a bit smaller than I thought, but it's still a good size. I've been waiting 2 years for this or more. I want my braid in the picture. So it is a skull cakelet pan. So because it's mini cakes. But the things that I saw when I first saw this, and it's actually really cool. I don't know if you can tell, like it's like a sparkly. Yeah. So anyways, the things that I saw, you can make little cakes, but the things I saw were like pizza kind of things. So but it was the dough on the other side, and it had like pizza things. So I have the recipe for those. They show on the back here. It says Fall Harvest Collection, Nordic Wear created. I need my glasses. All right. So Nordic Wear since 1946. Haunted Skull Cakelet Pan. 5 cups. 1.18 liters. There's 6 of them, so they must be just less than a cup each. Wait, is that? Yeah. So 5 cups. Yeah. So Fall Harvest Collection. Add some fright to your festivities with these grinning mini skull cakelets. Make 6 cakelets. And I just want to show you the picture that they have there. It looks like that might be red velvet cake. Nordic Wear created the iconic bunt pan in the 1950s, which has now become a staple in over 70 million kitchens around the world. Wait, bunt. B-U-N-D-T. Bunt pan. I have to look at the iconic bunt pan, because I'm sure bunt cakes were a thing before the 1950s. So but it has a registered thing on that B-U-N-D-T. So maybe that's a specific type of bunt pan. The success of this pan inspired us to create dozens of different shapes and sizes of our heavyweight cast aluminum pans, which helps you achieve picture perfect, memorably tasty results every time you bake. Our baking pans are designed and manufactured in America to exacting standards, with over a dozen sets of hands touching each pan during our manufacturing process. We take pride in presenting to you the very finest baking pans in the world. Genuine Nordic Wear cast bakeware. From our kitchen to yours, happy baking. Heavy cast aluminum. Lifetime warranty. So anyways, that means I need to wash that definitely before I use it, which I would anyways, but like saying like, how many hundreds of hands did they say? Over a dozen set of hands touching each pan, which I appreciate, when things are built properly, made properly. So that doesn't bother me. It's a lot of hands to touch it, so I better wash it. No, not out yet. I'll make sure they're out before the end of the show. And then let's get on with the Witch Casket stuff, because like I said, I don't know if anyone's going to be tuning in live right now, so if I'm just talking to myself, I might as well be doing something interesting for me. So Witch Casket, showed you these before. Looks like a little key. I like that all the boxes match, so I can actually, even if I take everything out and sort them separately, I can use these, and one of them can be all the candles, one of them can be all the whatever that I put together. Available, I'm pretty sure worldwide, but in America and stuff too, you pay for shipping. So it actually comes in this bag, sent with love from the UK. And oh, I hope I didn't just show everyone my address. RHwL. So yeah, this is, I need to start doing these too. So this is a calming bath ritual. Contains all you need to wash away your stresses. Can also be used as a foot soak. And so it's got everything in there for that. This is the card for this one. So this is potions, June 2024. Potions. I can't wait for my birthday too. I'm going to have a potion party. I just don't know who to invite to my potion party. Because I don't know how many adults will care to make potions at a 46-year-old's birthday party. So let's see what we have in our potions one. We got Good Fortune Simmering Potion Blend. So you simmer that. And Pentacle Tea Light Candles. The other thing I don't know what to do with, like, is some of the things that you get. Like, I'll show you the, like, these boxes. Everything they do is, most everything that you get in your witch caskets is exclusive to witch casket, like, made for them specifically. And, I don't want to wreck the box. And so, like, even these candles, even if I use the candles, the box, like, what do I do with all my witch casket boxes? I need to think of some cool use. I mean, some of them I can use for scrapbooking and stuff, but there's so many of them. So these have a, there you go. There's 3 of those. I have an altar that I made up in the art room, but I haven't really used the altar for anything except for storing these things, because I'm not, like I said, I'm very spiritual. I believe in a lot of these things, the same things that a lot of people who do witch stuff do, but I don't do the rituals. Glass potion bottle, making potions. I also want to do I've got a moon bottle one month when it was about moon stuff, and I want to put water in there and leave it under the full moon to make moon water. So potion bottle, but then that's what I mean, like, then there's another box. I mean, yes, I could just recycle them, but I got a nice potion pin. You get an enamel pin every month. And this is, ooh, a stirring stick, I think. No, a spoon. Let me look at what they call it. Good Fortune Simmering Potion Blend Potion Spoon. Nice bag with the spoon on it. Oh no, a potion bag on it. Oh, it's a wooden spoon. I know I've already looked at these things, but how awesome is that? Very cool. And now I just realized as I was reading what was in here that I have already taken some of the things out. Like, okay, so this is a sticker, die cut sticker, and something else that was in here was blue lace agate. So I got a piece of blue lace agate, but I took that out before I went to Canada for my necklace that I wore in Canada that you can change the stones in. So this is an enchanting altar cauldron. So you have this, you put your candle there, and this goes on top. And then this is where you can see it, witch casket. And this is where you can put your simmering stuff on. Oh, you can't see where I am. You can put your simmering stuff on top. You put your candle there, and it warms it up. And so, yeah. And then every month comes with a scroll. And this month's scroll is, well, an art print, which is like this card here. All the art's done exclusively for Witch Casket. And then it's got a manifestation thing on the back what you can write in. And then the scroll, which I don't leave them like rolled up like that. I put them all in a binder. And this is an abundance potion. So the scrolls are really nice and just a little bit of extra, you know, fun for all this stuff. I love it. I love, because if I was just I can buy things once in a while here and there, like for my spiritual life. And like I said, I don't really need, that's the other thing. If you want to learn about witchcraft and if you want to consider yourself a witch, you don't actually need all of this stuff. You don't have to do all the rituals like that. Witches come in all shapes and sizes and forms and practice different things, and the way they practice is different. And you don't have to, like, don't feel like you have to buy and get all these things. Just like if you were in any other culture, religion, like way of life, practicing things, the most important things that you have are that you have yourself, that you read, you know, find a teacher or find books and read and learn as much as you can, as much as you want. And then meditation, which is important in a religion, it would be called prayer or reflection or focused, you know, just being mindful and everything else. And this would be meditation. And yeah, just do those types of things and don't worry about all this stuff. But what I love about this stuff is that I wouldn't even know where to begin or what to buy. So I like that it's a little bit of different things each month. But what I need to do is when they send these little charm bags or different things like this calming bath or foot soak, I want to use these things and do these things, not just let them build up, right? Use it or lose it. My nephew Brock is watching, and Brock says, Felicity and I are watching together. Hi, Brock. Hi, Felicity. Say happy birthday to your mom, Brock. I think you guys are at Felicity's house, like Auntie Tina's house, celebrating Melody's birthday. So happy birthday to your sister. I mean, to your mom, my sister. And I hope you guys are having fun there. So this is July's. Let's see what goodies we have in here. So Brock is 15, almost 16. His birthday's this month as well. And Felicity is 7. 7? Yeah. So this is what I meant about the blue lace agate is what I had the month before. This is, I can't read. So you get a little card like this, which is cool, and it tells you what it is, and you get a different stone each month. This is labradorite. So labradorite, can you see? Very pretty. I love that they give you the cards that say what they are, so that even if I take them out of here and I have them on, wear them in my necklace or whatever, I know what they are. I take a picture of the stone with the card so that I know which ones I got from which casket, and also that not just where I got it from, but what it is. So, but like I said, especially if I have more than one of something already, then I know that that shape and size is the one that I got from which casket. So which casket? Turnaround magic. That's what this is for. Oh wait, August? Oh, we're doing August before July. All right. Okay, so we have our art for the month and the manifestation card. And then our little packet is Good Luck Charm Bag Kits. So I haven't opened this, and I hate wrecking stickers, but I want to show you like an idea of what's in one of these. I like saving stickers and stuff because it's just free stuff for, how do you call it, scrapbooking. So it has a little charm in this little bag, which is an arrow. Even putting together these charm bags, that's what I mean. Like, I don't do rituals and stuff like this, but why not? So, but with the right intentions. So a little arrow, and number 1, number 2, and number 3. And this is the charm bag. And I will tell you what number 1, number 2, and number 3 are. More art. So exclusive Good Luck Charm Bag. Create a magical pouch to turn your luck around and attract good fortune. This kit contains, in number 1, chamomile, number 2, dried orange peel, and number 3, strawberry leaf. a green drawstring bag, and an arrow charm. Sit quietly with each item and set your intentions to attract good luck. Add the chamomile, dried orange peel, and strawberry leaf to your pouch. Tie the pouch closed and use some thread to attach the arrow charm as a decorative symbolic amulet, and state the following. And then there's the little spell. And keep your charm bag close by and reset your intention as often as you feel is needed. When you feel your spell no longer serves you, you can return the herbs to the earth with thanks and cleanse the arrow charm and pouch for reuse. That's the other thing with all these things. If you find that something's not working for you, if it's something that you aren't connecting with, if it's something you've used and you no longer need, then feel free to, use it or lose it. You can get rid of things. You don't need to. You can make things for gifts, explaining to people what they are and what intentions they are. I remember my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, made us necklaces, and each necklace had, she made some, and then with the girls, they made some for me for Mother's Day, and the things they chose to put on the necklaces, different stones mean different things, and the different symbols that they chose. So in the box with the necklace is a paper that tells you, why they chose those things. So that's a nice thing to do for people too. Obviously, if there's like herbs and stuff like this, even though they'll ship this to different parts of the world, I wouldn't be able to ship stuff out of my garden. But you could get lots of the things you need close to where you are as well, if you don't have them in your own garden. So I told you an enamel pin each month. That is a mirror, because this is turnaround, so looking in the mirror. This is a turnaround pendant. This is awesome. Now, we know I like my necklaces, and what do I need? More necklaces. So you can call it a pendant. It is a pendant, but it's on a chain, so I can wear it around my neck. So I got to put my glasses on to see if it's in focus for you guys. So on one side, it has the moon. Can you see that? Is it in focus? I don't know how to get it in focus for you guys. And then you actually can turn this around. And it's got a pentagram on it. So very cool. Look forward to, like I said, you can turn it around that way as well. But it literally, it doesn't spin on its own, I don't think. But does it? Oh, maybe it could spin on its own. But I like it. I like it. I like it. I haven't worn it yet. I need to. I don't want to be all witchy, like wearing black all the time and just like completely like, the stereotypical. But I want to, with intention, just like how because I consider myself a kitchen witch or a green witch, like cooking with intention, being in the garden with intention, just thinking mindfully of where I am, what I'm doing, connecting to it, and it's just a good way to live anyways. Just connect to what you're doing, put 100% of you into what you're doing, and yeah. So this reflective spell mirror. I know they said, like, this is a mirror. It looks like it's blurry, but that's just because it has the, hey, look, you can see the camera. Anyways, it has like that film thing that you take off so it doesn't get scratched. So it is a proper mirror. Very gorgeous. Sounds like I'm on like a infomercial trying to sell this, but this is exclusive to Witch Casket. So very gorgeous design around it. It's hard to show you up close, but there's butterflies and lots of stuff in there. Let's see if I can just take a picture. Okay, and then what else do we have for August? Tells you on the back, like I said, every box is unique. It tells you on the back like what to use the mirror for. If you feel surrounded by negative energy, misfortune, or feel you have been hexed, enchant this mirror to reflect the energy right back where it came from. Take the mirror and hold it in your hands, focusing your intent on turning the mirror into a reflective charm. State the following, and then it has the spell. Place the mirror somewhere in your home to keep negativity at bay. Repeat this to recharge as necessary. The other thing you can do, again, this is what I said, like, yes, it's great to have all these things and they're fun, but the other thing you can do with negative energy is you can envision in your mind picture mirrors around you and they're facing outward. So any negative energy, anything that people are bringing towards you, it bounces off the mirrors right back at them. So you can do it in your mind as well if you don't have these things. Turn around candle, but stuff is fun if you can afford to get crap. Speaking of which, I want to go to TK Maxx, which is Winners in Canada and TJ Maxx in America. This is a soy wax candle. I don't want to, it's very soft, so I don't want to make marks on it. But it's got stuff right in it. When I burn my candles, sometimes if you burn a candle properly, there shouldn't be anything left depending on what type of wax it is. But I have a lot of wax from ones that didn't burn properly or they burnt straight down and you have all the wax around it. So I'm saving my wax. I'm keeping my soy wax separate from my other wax. And then I want to make my own candles, and then I can use herbs and things that I've dried out from my own garden. I don't remember what I was saying before that, but I was going to finish on that train of thought. Use this magical candle for any spell or ritual to turn a situation around and bend it in your favor. Never leave a burning candle unattended. 100% pure soy wax, sunflower petals, and carnation petals. That's all I wanted to tell you what was in it. So what I was saying is TK Maxx, TJ Maxx, Winners. I want to go there and see what they have out for the season. So for autumn and Halloween, because soon enough, you can see the chickens behind me. Those are part of my, they're actually dog toys, but they're really soft and fluffy like feathers. And I love them, and they are part of my summer decor. But I'm going to take down my summer decor and put up the autumn decor. So the coolest part of the August casket is a turnaround spell box. Not like the mirror and stuff wasn't cool enough. Here are a few examples. Okay, wait, hang on. Turnaround spell. Use this box to turn around the negative. Place inside the box a note, charm, or amulet that represents what you would like to have turned around. Here are a few examples. To turn around your finances, you might add some coins or banknotes into the box. If you are being gossiped about, note that down and add it to the box. If you've had no luck finding a job, place items that correspond with your desired job inside the box. After you place them in the box, turn the lid of the box and setting your intentions, twist the lid stating turn around. Each day until your desires are met, turn the lid and state turn around. So on both sides, so you open it, it's a nice wooden box, and on both sides it's carved, as I will it, so mote it be. And on the other side, it has it as well. The weird thing is, when I first got this, they were both lined up, but now when I took it off and put it back on, they don't both line up. But anyways, you do that with your intentions, and then you twist it. So you're trying to turn it around, and then turn it around, and turn it around until your intentions. So, but again, that, manifestation, if you don't have this, then you can do all of what I just said in your mind as if you have one of these. We have a magical blend of bergamot and chamomile, which is incense. And our scroll. Woo! Simple turnaround candle spell. So, like I said, I like to put my scrolls into, it's not a binder. Did I say binder? It's like a foldery type thing that I got, and it has like slip covers, those plastic slip covers that I put them in there so I can flip through and use it like a grimoire. So put all this stuff back in my box. There's packing peanuts in there as well, which I save those as well because then I can use them if I need to store breakable ornaments, or if I need to ship something. And backwards, speaking of turning around, we'll do July now. So I'm just going to check our time. We're at 38 minutes. It's not like a normal rambling hour because I'm just in pain and people aren't watching live right now necessarily. Well, my niece and nephew and whoever else is, but whoever. Can I just say that when they put candles in that have scents or incense and stuff, it's just so Like sometimes I don't know if I should split everything up or just keep it together in the box because it smells so good, but this smells amazing. And it's called Calming Magic. So this month, July, was all about calming magic. So something in here might be good for me to go to sleep to. So let's see what we have. Now look at this cute little sack with the bats on it. And what do we have in here? Calming Charm Bat Kit. It has glasses. Witch Casket exclusive. A beautiful kit which contains all you need to craft a loving bat charm. In times of stress, share your worries and anxieties with your bat, or meditate with it and imagine your cares being carried away by this magical charm. This enchanted pouch holds the following: felt pieces, needle, thread, stuffing, and chamomile. Oh, I have to sew my own bat? How awesome is that? And more artwork. I love Witch Casket. I absolutely love it. And I have made things like that before. So that's my stuffing. And that's, oh, I see. It's just a felt bat, but that's still really cool. Is it felt? Did it say felt? Yeah, felt pieces. Cool, 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 cool. And then my art for the month. My monthly manifestation question. See, but I should be doing these things, not just looking at them. It's a monthly manifestation, and every month I'm going to get a new one, so I should be doing it when I get it. This is Calming Card Deck. Speaking of cards, I have a reading on Monday, so that's exciting. Monday is tomorrow, so I am trying to do more readings. I did a few with my Green Witch Oracle deck. I did a few readings in Canada. So this is another type of deck. This is Calming Card Deck. So it's just, let's take a random one, and like we're doing a reading for today. But first, let's get out our little, what do they call it? Wooden card stand with crystal tray. So you can put some crystals in there. Let's get our crystal for the month. Our crystal for July is Gray Adventurine Thumbstone. Brock, if you're still watching, this is like yours, the Thumbstone, where it's shaped specifically. So this is the card that goes with, it's shaped specifically for your thumb, for rubbing it. Brock, you have yours is not Adventurine, but yours is a Thumbstone where you place your thumb there and you can keep it in your pocket for worrying or whatever. And I guess this is for calming. Let's see. It says Gray Adventurine helps with grounding, stability, and balance, and promotes a sense of harmony and calm. This specially shaped stone is designed for self-soothing. Hold it between your index finger and thumb and rub the pad of your thumb across the smooth, indented surface to reduce anxiety. Brock has his stone for different reasons, but it has to do with like keeping it in your pocket and remembering your intentions. I don't know if you can tell because the light going through it from my direction looks really cool, but it's when you put light through stones, some of them look even cooler. So I'll put the stone in my little tray, and we're going to cut the cards. Let me use this box I'll use this box so this is higher so you guys can see. Can you see that there? Okay. And then I'm going to cut I'm not going to cut the cheese. I'm going to cut the deck right there and take that one. And this is going to be our card today. Brock says, yes. And it's used as a practice in the magic book. So, Brock is reading the book. Actually, I have them right here. Give me 1 second because this microphone is wired. So I don't want to walk too far away from you guys, but bear with me. My shelf with lots of my books is over here. Where are they? I know they're right next to each other. Come on, Lisa. Where are they? Yeah, sorry, one shelf up. Found them. So, you guys may or may not have heard of The Secret. Okay, one thing at a time. I'll tell you. Okay, so let's read our card. Our card is Witch Casket. It says, Powerful witch, what vibration shall you put out into the universe today? Well, the vibration I'm putting into the universe today is spiritual, believing in this kind of stuff and doing it on your own terms. Do what works for you. So what we're talking about with Brock is, this is A Secret by Rhonda Byrne. And this came out in the 2000s. And it helped a lot of people. And The Secret basically has to do with manifestation. And there's different ways of doing this. Just because you don't believe in it, like, there's more to it than just that. So there is other things that you can use as well as that. If you want to talk about that more, we can talk about it later. Message me. But another book in the series by Rhonda Byrne is The Magic. And this is the one that Brock is reading. And in there, one of the practices is to get your stone. I've read The Secret. I haven't read this one yet. So maybe I should read this one on top of everything else I'm reading. But is to get your stone. You choose a stone that's good for you. And then you use it in that book for, like I said, in your pocket. Brock, if you want to write what it's for again exactly, I can't remember. But you put it down there and tell us what the practice is with the stone. So I'm going to put those cards away, and then we can show you what else came with July. So like I said, like this, like the way that I'm explaining it is all witchy stuff because it's a witch casket. But so many of these practices and different things are in so many different, again, I don't want to keep using the word religion, but spiritual practices, like lifestyles, whatever. Like there's so many different things that you don't have to be witchy to do this kind of stuff. Like Brock is not a witchy in any sense. Although I don't know what he believes, but you know what I mean. He wouldn't just look at him and be like, oh, he practices witchcraft. But he's reading the magic and he's using that stone, and there's just different things. So this is, now depending on the bath salt, I can't really use bath salts because of thrush. So I have to be careful if they have perfumes in. But this is, this is not bath salts. This is calming smelling salts. Inhale the therapeutic fragrance to bring calm in times of stress. Can also be used as bath salts. Be mindful of allergies. An aromatic salt blend containing 100% ylang-ylang, bergamot, and lavender oils. A time-tested anti-anxiety blend from Deb's Family Book of Shadows. So Deb is her and her daughter Elle do the, oh, that's so nice. Is it Elle or Ella? I don't want to get it wrong. I'm sure they signed. Where? Oh, it's probably the beginning when they, yeah, Deb and Ella. So Deb and her daughter Ella are the ones who do the witch casket stuff. So imagine that, a family book of shadows. So what, I wonder if I made a book of shadows, what I could add there from the generations above me. Obviously recipes would be in a recipe book, in a kitchen recipe book, but what have I learned from the witchy side of my family, the religious side of my family, or whatever? This is my enamel pin for the calming month. And also, yeah, it doesn't matter if you are born into a witchy family or not. Anybody can practice whatever they want if they choose to. So that's a good thing too about witches. I listened to a book this week. And I will let you know what it is. And I think it's an amazing book for beginning witches or anybody who just wants to learn what it's all the kerfuffle is all about. And it gives you a good place to start too for people who might not even want to practice necessarily, but just want to know what it's about. So this is a very cool feature for July. It is a Peace of Mind Fire Bowl. Now, if you have a fire bowl or you want to do stuff like this, be safe. You know, I'm an adult, so, but also this is, when you have something like this, you know it's something that you'll be able to burn in, that it's heavy, it's not going to get knocked over as easily as something else, and you have, like, you know what I mean, you still take precautions when you're playing with fire, literally. This is your Peace of Mind Fireball, and they give you, in this, you get the, I rid myself of, so these are a little pad of paper that has that you put what you're getting rid of on it, and then you burn it in here. It says, note down on a piece of paper that one or another one. Note down on a piece of paper what it is you'd like to be free of. This can be anything that is causing you stress or anxiety or something you feel the need to move on from. Fold the paper, ensuring your bowl is on a heat-proof surface that won't be damaged by the heat from the spell. Add the paper to the bowl and burn it. As it burns, state the following, and then it has the spell. Once the bowl and the ashes from the spell are cooled completely, you can carry them far from your home and bury them, flush them away, or blow them away in the wind. Anything to symbolize they are far away. That is, yes, something that you can do. That is really cool. I have too many things going on in my head that I want to say, and I want to read Brock's comments. Give me 1 second. A calming blend of violet and ylang ylang is the incense for July. And our scroll is the last thing, so I'll show you the scroll. Oh, I need to tighten it to take the ring off. I have to let Deb know, I mean, I'm not the only one who gets witch caskets. Lots and lots and lots of people go get them. And I did like, they used to put stickers on it, and I like that the stickers were different every month, but I would peel them off gently so I could keep them. But I do like these rings. I think the rings make more sense, and I'll find something to do with them as well, because I don't like wasting. So, grounding. Here's a simple grounding technique. I've talked to you guys about grounding again. So many of these things are things that I've already practiced, whether you do it in witchcraft or just spiritual practicing. Grounding is literally like feet on the ground, planting yourself, roots deep into the earth. Like, it's me, I'm somebody who, as you guys can probably tell, my energy is like, whoa, like way up there all the time. And so now in class or whatever, Steve or Jackie, they just go like this to remind me to come down to earth, put my feet on the ground and ground. So wearing red, brown, those colors are grounding colors. So they help you ground, but it's just remembering to root yourself, bring yourself back down. And let's see what Witch Casket says about grounding. But I know that grounding is very important in my practice because I live in the clouds so much of the time that I need to remind myself to come down. I'm going to read Brock's comments first, and then I'm going to read the grounding thing. So Brock, he says, the first two practices are starting the day and ending it. You hold the rock in your hand before you fall asleep and think about the best thing that happened in the day. You will think about a lot of good times throughout the day and not just focus on one, but you will pick the best and recite, thank you for the best thing that happened today. And then leave it somewhere so that you will see it when you wake up. This is what I mean. So it's just intentions and everything else. That's really cool practice, and it has nothing to do with witchcraft, but it's still the same type of thing. He chose the stone that he wanted to use for that practice. It didn't have to be like the thumb type stone that you can put your thumb on, but it just happens that he does have one like this. So it reminded me of him when I got this when I came home from camping and saw that it was a stone similar to the one he has. Grounding. That's a scroll. It rolled up on me. Connecting yourself to the energies of the earth by grounding is a way of releasing negative energy and stress and can bring a sense of connection, calm, and focus. Yes, exactly. That was what I was trying to say. So that is why if you put your roots down, like what I've learned from Steve and Jackie is putting your roots deep into the earth. So you imagine in your head, roots coming out of your feet deep into the earth, and then you drain all the negative energy out of your body, everywhere, out of your body, down into the roots, down into the ground to be neutralized by Mother Earth. Then you picture positive energy from Mother Earth coming up through your roots, filling your whole body with positive, clean energy. So that is something there, and I'll just finish reading this with my glasses on. This is best done outdoors in nature and barefoot, but can be done anywhere whenever you feel you need it. Stand with the soles of your feet, or sit, as long as your feet are flat. And if you happen to be lying on a bed because you're meditating that way, it's intention. You can imagine the roots, like if I'm lying down, I imagine the roots going over the end of the bed down into, and even if I'm upstairs, then they go all the way through the ground. Like, it's intention. It's in your mind. That's how it works. It's not a physical thing. So don't worry if you're in a plane or if you're lying on a bed, you can still ground yourself with the earth. Stand with the soles of your feet firmly on the ground, relax and take a few cleansing breaths. Visualize roots reaching, see, they use the same technique. Visualize roots reaching from the soles of your feet and gently growing, finding their way deep into the earth below. Imagine these roots reaching down into the earth through any carpets, floorboards, or space that separate you from the earth. So through your shoes, through your carpets, whatever. Oh yes, she said carpets. Take as much time as you need to feel spiritually connected to the earth. Visualize the earth's grounding energy coming up through your entire body, flushing out all the negative energy and stress, cleansing and renewing. Now again, each to their own. Everything will work as long as the intention's there. Your spirit team will help you anyways from the other side. But like I said, how I've been taught is to drain all the negative energy out first so that you're an empty vessel waiting to bring in the clean energy. The way she described it, the clean energy is going to come up and the negative energy, like it's going to push out the negative energy. But then if that's floating in the air, it's better to have it put down into the earth so it's neutralized by the earth. You don't want that negative energy out here. But if you're going to do it that way, it's bringing it up, you can have like imagine like a spout or something on you, and it's draining all that negative energy back down as the good energy is coming up. Okay, flushing out all negative energy and stress, cleansing and renewing from the soles of your feet right to the top of your head, then outward, encircling you in a beautiful, soothing light. That is another part that they do. That's part of grounding, protection as well, that I can tell you guys about as well. Once you feel grounded, cleansed, and renewed, slowly draw up from your roots and feel gratitude to Mother Earth. So it's very similar to the practice that I've learned. Lots of different stuff. So I'm just excited, and I can't believe that like it's the 8th today. So they ship out their, they go out on around the 14th. And because I live in the UK and they come from the UK, it only takes a day or two for me to get it. So very exciting. What was it again this month? Candle, did I already have Candle Magic? Yeah, that already happened. So you'll just have to wait and see, because I can't remember what September's focus was on. But like I said, I don't want to just put all this stuff away. And again, even if I'm just learning this stuff and just having fun playing, that's what it's part of being like it is about, is just playing like a child. Just play in nature, play with, cards, just play and have fun, sewing or whatever, you know what I mean? Just play. And it's going to be fun, and I'm excited about it. And I have a couple other things I can show you too that are witchy-like, but not from Witch Casket specifically. So let me put all this stuff away because we're almost at the hour. And this card. Oh, that was from here. The fire bowl. And then this goes in, and this goes with that. And where's my card for? Okay, well, I'll sort it out when I'm done talking to you guys. Hang on. I'll need to take you with me. And then we got the axolotls still too, so give me 1 second. Most of the stuff is... Oh, no, actually, 2 of the things are away. You guys need to come out of that cave. Okay, so over here, there's a table there that... No, it's a high chair that I just walked into. I'm going to take this with me over there. I just want to take it... Oh, I guess I have the light, so this will be fine. Do you see this? Beautiful. Now... Pyramids have to do with energy and power as well. You can see there's a sun there. And then lower, that's like a moon on its side. And I can't remember what the stone is in here. I was told what it is, but my brain's not working. But this is something that I bought from there's a moon on the end. My auntie's friend, Terry, she's been a witch my whole life. And she's probably in her 60s, maybe even her 70s, and my whole life I knew that she read palms and or tarot or something. Like when I was a kid, you just don't know, you don't understand these types of things necessarily. But I knew that she was always witch-like and stuff like that. So, but I only saw her a few times in my life because we didn't live like close to my auntie. But because I knew that she was into this stuff, and I see that she does her markets all the time. She's near Edmonton. She's in Fort Saskatchewan. So let me know if you want. I'll put her information in the bottom. But I definitely knew that I wanted some witch bells from her. So which bells do you put on your front door? I don't want them on my front door because we open and close the door too much, so you're just going to hear that too much, and it sounds like Santa Claus is coming. But I knew that I wanted witch bells from her, definitely, and so I bought them from her. She's called the Solitary Witch, or Solitary Witch Designs. Witchy treasures, witch brooms, witch bells, pendulums, jewelry, yada yada. It doesn't say yada yada. But, okay, so that's about her. I just wanted to see if it says, witch bells keeps away evil spirits, wards off dark arts, evil eye, enhances harmony. So, yeah. Again, I just really wanted some witch bells. If I was getting into this stuff, I like to support people's businesses. And just like my friend Athea in Australia with the candles. And also, not just support businesses, but I wanted some witch bells for myself. So instead of buying some generic ones or some online, why not buy them from someone who I knew made them by hand, who sells them and support her business. So the crystal pyramid like sun catcher and the bells, those are both from Terry, as well as sweetgrass, which I really wanted to get. I really wanted sweetgrass seeds so I can try and grow some sweetgrass here in the UK. You can use this for cleansing and stuff, like burning it, but I am not going to burn it. I'm just going to keep it because this is all the sweetgrass I have right now because I don't live in Canada anymore. So, sorry, I'm seeing text at the top of my screen right now. So, now, this is what I mean about buying things in different places, or, you know, like you can get them from people who, this is a wooden, what's it called? Pestle and mortar. Do you know where I got this? Not handmade by someone special or anything else, but what do I do with this now? Say it was made in China, and I got this from the dollar store when I was in Canada, but I liked it. I liked that it was wood, and I can use it. Wood, this is going to absorb the smells of whatever you use it for and stuff like that. So if I'm using it for herbs and stuff, if I'm using it if I'm using it in the kitchen, it's going to absorb those things. If I'm using it in the wherever, it's going to absorb the smells over time. So you got to remember that with wood. But if you buy something like this and you want to use it for your own stuff, you want it to have only your energy. Again, you use your mind, your imagination, close your eyes, picture this. Again, you can do a little tap off of it, like a little faucet, or not. Just imagine, like hold your item, whatever it is that you want to cleanse and make your own. Hold it. Imagine all the negative energy draining out of it. Again, you can imagine it going into the earth to be neutralized by Mother Earth. And then you refill it with your energy. So now it's only got my energy in it. Unless I let somebody else hold it or work with it, then it'll have their energy. So this is something that, whether you believe it or not, things hold energy, right? So why when you're getting a reading, sometimes people want to hold a piece of jewelry or hold a photo of somebody, if you're trying to get a reading from regarding someone who's passed away, or information on somebody or whatever. They do that because if you wear a ring for years and years and years, that's going to hold your energy. Anything that you focus on and put your energy into, it's going to have your energy. So if there's tools that your grandpa worked with because he was a woodworker and he held those tools and did all those things, it's like my baseball glove. I worked with that baseball glove for years. It's leather, right? So I worked it and made it my own, and it held all my energy, and it got stolen from our garage, my parents' garage, years ago, and it breaks my heart. Now, I could buy a new baseball glove, and it'll work like it's supposed to, like a baseball glove, but it doesn't have all my energy, and it doesn't have all those games, and it doesn't have all that wear and tear on it that I put into that one. So my name was written on that baseball glove. One day I hope that it'll come back to me, but even if it does, it won't be ever the same because it has some... Anyways, my point is energy is put into things, so you can make it your own. So when you get something that was made, that you buy from the dollar store or the pound shop or whatever, you can still use it and make it your own. This is the first time I've bought off of Temu. I don't know if you guys buy off Temu or not, but I bought these. And they are just wooden things for the kitchen that I can put out for autumn or Halloween or anytime, just witchy kind of stuff. So again, I stuck them in here because they're wood, but they didn't come to the same thing. And I wanted to see what Temu was like. So I ordered some things off of it to see what it was like. Also with Temu, two of the things that I ordered were, this is my This is the travel altar is a tin that I got from Witch Casket, and I used it when I went to Canada. I used it when I went to Canada to keep my stones in. The ones that were big enough for my necklace, which I've shown you guys before and I wore in Canada, where I can change the stone that's in it. So that I put that in this bag, because this bag is like all the stuff that I want to bring up to the art room for my Witch Casket. So it's got my rocks in here that I collected from Canada. I marked the bags. That's why they're in different bags, because they're marked where I got them from. And then I want to get a tumbler too to tumble my stones to see what they're like shined up and stuff. But there was, oh, maybe it's not in here. I thought it was. Hang on. I bought some table runners. Anyways, I think I have them over in that pile there because I want to iron them. So I bought some table runners for Halloween or witchy stuff or whatever that from Temu. So, the other thing I have in here, when I went to Canada, I brought my keychain that is a key that I got from Witch Casket, and then all these little cards that I got like with the stones. I love that they're all the same size and that I can keep them together with the stones to know what is what and what they mean. Okay, so let's see. What was the last things that I wanted to do? I want to... This is a nice necklace I got from my mom. She said it was cheap and I could give it to the girls. You can tell when you hold it that it feels like it feels plastic, honestly, and it might even be, well, very cheap, thin metal or plastic. But besides the fact that I just put it in that bag to get here from Canada, I think it's pretty cool. So I'll have to wear, maybe I'll wear this next week when we talk about my ghost stories. I don't know, but yeah, it's a cool necklace that I got from my mom. And, okay, so, talked about all that. I want to take a sip of my water, and then those axolotls still haven't come out of their cave. But before we do that, I want to talk about not just the death deck, but our end-of-life planning. Where's my book now? Everything's on top of everything else. Hey, did I do this with this? Hang on. I just need these to take screenshots. Otherwise, I'm trying to take a screenshot out of the video, and it's like, and then it doesn't look good for showing someone's book, and then the picture of me looks like weird. Anyways, loving my life. You guys know that I have written out the questions in the beginning, end of life planning, some of the questions, and did I do the answers? So I could do new questions every week, and I thought last week I said that I thought that might have been question 31, but I believe it was question 33. I did put them in a format now that'll be easy to print if you want the questions. That the first however many questions we've done so far. Hang on. So I can easily email this to you if you want a copy of all the questions we've done so far, and then you can start your own book and write your answers, because this is very important stuff. So what I want to do, there's 33 questions so far. What I want to do is start from the beginning again, and just, unless we come up with a new question, I'm just going to go over the first 33 questions, and we'll work on those, because those are probably the most important ones, because they're the ones we thought of first. And then we need to work on these, and until we have these worked out or whatever, then we can go from there. So this week I'm going to give you question 1. Next week I'm going to give you question 2 again, but I'll repeat question 1 as well. So right now I'm going to tell you guys to get a folder, even if you write on scraps of paper for now until you can find some type of book. It doesn't have to be like this. It can be like this other one that I use. It's almost done now too, because I showed you guys it before. It was just a simple scribbler, but I've used so many of the pages for when I was doing the green witch oracle cards. I was writing out my responses and stuff in it. So this is almost done, but just any kind of scrap book, scrap paper that you have. It's better if it's in some kind of bound form. You can staple it or whatever, but as long as it's somewhere that you're writing things down, and then we'll do the questions together. But this is your chance now to get a book, get something together, paper, pen for next week. Like I said, I'll give you question 1 now, and then I'm going to put it in the comments as well. And then next week, I'll do question number 2, but I'll give you question number 1 again as well. And we can work on these again this autumn, which is starting soon, and work on these together because it's really important to have your end-of-life plans together for your loved ones. So, question 1, what would you like done with your body after death? Example, cremated, buried. And that's what people think most of the options are, is just cremation and buried. But actually, you could be donated to science. You can do a tree pod burial. There's actually a lot more options. If you want to talk about more of the options that you don't know about, I can give you some podcasts to listen to, or just message me. So that's question number 1. What would you like done with your body after death? Because guess what? If you don't tell anybody, then people don't know. Do you want to even be cremated or buried? Do you want to be embalmed or not? So that is your question. Not a hard question, not a long answer necessarily. So that's your question for the week, and then we'll do question number 2 next week, all right? So get a book together. We're going to go over these questions again, starting with number 1 up to 33, and then we'll add from there, but everybody has a chance to start with us again. Okay, so end of life planning, that is the question for that. Last thing is axolotls. You can hear Lena walking around. Hi, Lena. And axolotls. Let's get these ladies and gentlemen, I think they're all boys, out of their cave. So bear with me. I'm going to get the, what you call that thing? I put it away when I was cleaning up in here. Like a scoop for fish. I could, oh, I just want the small, where's the small one? All right, well, I guess I'm using the big one. I could, if I wanted to lift the cave, I would need my step stool. There we go. So that's Luna, and that pink one there is Soleil. They're a little bit scared right now because I just gave them a heart attack. They're trying to hide. But that's what axolotls look like. So now you can see all of them. Soleil, Luna, and back there is Gaia. So my axolotl episode. I don't know if I can take a smiley shot of me with them. All right. Love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Next week's going to be ghost stories. So I'm going to tell you my paranormal encounters, my experiences, and how I got to where I am and why I believe in this kind of spiritual, witchy, all this kind of stuff. So I'm going to tell you from the beginning until now where, why, and what I've experienced and why I am the way I am. That's going to take a long time, maybe more than one episode. But next week I'm going to tell you my ghost stories from the beginning, my spiritual encounters, my type of things like that. And if you have any paranormal encounters, supernatural experiences, anything like that that you want to share, you can send me a message with them. If I'm able to tell them to other people, but you don't want me to say who you are, that's fine too. Just tell me your experience and I'll keep you anonymous, but I'll share your stories as well, your little spooky stories, any type of paranormal experience, aliens, crypto, Bigfoot, whatever it is. That's what our episode's going to be about next Sunday. So, love you guys. See you later. Have a great week. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.